this is Edith for TLPH, right? Vixano says first to Fairness. He cleared out easily.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
The Edith seems too perfect to be true.
Yeah, it's really good. I guess Matilda might be another option here. Because you want to save your teammates. Good combo with the... There you go.
Yeah. There we go, Matilda. Right now, we see Falcons, AP Bren going up against TLPH. If TLPH wins this one, we're going for a Game 5. And with that, thank you very much to both our analysts, Mirko as well as Wolf. Leo and Gideon, it's your turn.
Thanks so much, LaFell. This is going to be a wild one because when looking at both of these comps, they're depending on magic damage, right? So, if you're TLPH, they got to get wild. They got to get crazy. They got to bring out the Florida man strats like Trex and Wheezy.
And don't forget Nice, we also grew up for a good chunk of time in Florida. We're going into game number 4, folks. Just a quick reminder, game 3, Liquid Echo turned the game on its head, like from out of nowhere. But just the same, it's still FCAP at match point. So we'll see exactly what brings us here to the Land of Dawn for this 4th game in this match.
Stakes are really high here in game at number 4, and even from the drafting, a lot of gambling, a lot of gambiting even, back and forth between the trades of these heroes as we see Falcons AP Bren on the blue side up against Liquid Echo on the red.
Talking about risky decisions that you don't know if it'll pay off, if it'll be something that bites you in the butt, but early on, look at this. They're about to send Sanji back home. He's holding his ground, man. Look at this.
Yeah, I think he's going to get denied here, unfortunately, because we are seeing that JP is hovering towards the top side of the map to make sure that Benny QT can actually survive this laning stage for as long as possible. Oh, great stuff. Even JP just blocking the skill shot with his body. Nicely done.
That's a quick score up top for TLPH. Kyle TZ checking in on the small camp. Gonna be pushing out JP. This is dangerous. Again, a Roger and a Julian at level 3 and level 2. Those are fully built heroes, kit-wise.
But at least for TLPH, they're not making the same mistake that they did in the earlier stages, right? Hit level 3 and now you're in some trouble. But for the most part, I do think that from a Falcons AP Bren side, FlapTZ, we need to see him make a super play at some point. Because if he catches both Sanji and Benny QT in a single final slash, that could just be game over.
By the way, folks, this is his Finals MVP hero from Season 12 when they won that championship at the EVM Convention Center in Manila in the last quarter of 2023. So this is a very monumental hero for FCAP. Liquid Echo, on the other hand, a lot of comfort in them as well. Again, Carl TZ getting that Akai, even if we were hoping that maybe he would get his hands on an assassin. This is just Liquid Echo just putting their foot on the ground saying, you know, this is how we play.
And honestly, I think that Falcons AP Bren's composition, like if we had to play this, simulate this 2 drafts 10 times, I think that 9 out of 10 times Falcons AP Bren should technically come out on top, right? And my reason being is that it's just easier to pull off. Like Liquid Echo have to get really creative with the way that they rotate and as well as work with some of the interactions.
Oh no, they find JP, forcing him to flicker into that bush as the turtle stands. Oh, nice Minnow and Fury, but Ogun goes down. Carl TZ gets him, and they're going. He's spinning. There's another round. They dash in. It's a deeper fight now as Kyle TZ gets stunned. They're moving through. Kyle TZ, oh, he's just living on a prayer. Sanford takes him down. Oh, all the bodies dropping for Falcons AP Bren. Still no revenge kills for Falcons AP Bren. And 40. The Apex Predator. He's unstoppable. He keeps going. Ends up with a double.
He does it twice. He lands these executions every single time. Man does not miss. But honestly, at this point of time, it's great start for Liquid Echo. Let's look at this replay one more time because honestly, when you do see Few drop down with the Netherrealm, that technically should have given an opportunity for the rest of FCAP to actually pull away. But I think they were getting a little confident that they could make something happen here and maybe trigger the Demonic Bark a couple more times so that FlapTZ to clean up that fight.
They overheated the bursters, and here we go, another go at the turtle. At a third of its health, there's a big Minnow and Fury, keeping them at bay. Carl TZ falls, Flap gets it, Kyle gets a turtle, Sanford falls. Finally, Falcons AP Bren back on the board here in game number 4.
And they find their reply almost straight away. Look at them running to the top side of the map, knowing exactly what Carl TZ's farm is looking like. They can't go any further here because at any moment, there could be some reinforcements from the help of JP.
All this while, Gold Lane was an island. It was Penny Cutie and Super Marco just going mano-y-mano. And yeah, JP will go ahead and give it a visit. Down bottom, you see Flapteasy with the fight. A replay brought to us by STC.
Oh, look at that. I mean, really well-timed stuff here. Like, Kyle, he goes in utilizing the enhanced swords iframes to close the distance without getting CC'd. I will say at the very least that, you know, Flap, he's quick on the call. He is listening to everything that is going on. And if he can try to time it right, he could maybe stop Carl TZ for even getting the retribution off.
Compared to game number 3, I think Falcons AP Bren are comfortable now in the best way possible. Maybe they let it slip in the previous bout, but here this time around, I think they're eagle-eyed, falcon-eyed, if I may. There's a minute left until the next turtle spawns. Marco, again, showing exactly why the Rogers favorite in most lineups in the gold lane. And that's Ogwin catching a good amount of beads. Oh no! That's Ogwin very low, flickering on out. That's so many thrown at Ogwin. He falls. Few finds Carl TZ. He's too late to save his roamer.
Yep, great coverage here. Great coverage here for the size of Falcons AP Bren. And the fact that they're purposefully delaying the position, revealing their positions. They're like, okay, Sanji, release the feathered airstrike now. Benny QT and JP start walking up. Carl, just sit in the bush for a couple of seconds and then walk out. So therefore, it's wasting Falcon AP Bren's time, right? Oh, maybe he's not there. Maybe we can walk up mid. Suddenly 4 people show up. Oh, shucks. We can't do it anymore.
It's the delayed release. It's a limited drop culture. There's a shirt, there are shoes, there are pants. Oh no, I need the whole set. Now there's a fight breaking out up top. Sanji with the fair airstrike, a few volleys dropping. No one home for the final slash. Flapteasy, Vengeance 1, Vengeance 2. JP at half health, throwing a few wisps over to Flapteasy's way. Few dueling with Sanford. Benny Cutie with the entropy. And they let go. They disperse. All right, neither team willing to commit.
I like this. I like this more because Sanford still has that penalty zone. At any time they could trigger it and they don't mind. Wait, hold on. Hold on. It's going to escalate.
Final slash back online. Minnow and Fury coming in. Big knockup. Carl TZ very low. Carl TZ secures it. Flapteasy gets the kill. Sanford flickering on out. Netherrealm already spent through. JP flickering on out. Flapteasy tracking with that vengeance. Carl TZ with the enhanced chains. And are they going to back off? Benny Cutie with a defensive entropy. Just a few fires, a volley of basics just to push him back. That's a tier 1 pushed in mid for Falcons AP Bren.
A huge win for Falcons AP Bren. Opening up mid tier 1 is going to open up entire access to the jungle's top and bottom side of this map. Let's quickly look at the items, right? We do see the Blood Wings purchase coming in specifically from Sanji. That's going to keep him alive for now. But at the same time, we've seen that just with the Genius Wand alone from Kyle TZ is enough to actually create a one-shot angle or at least chunk him down so that Super Marco can guarantee the kill.
Whoa. Final slash on the Carl TZ. Everything but the kitchen sink thrown at the GOAT. Can he survive? Flap takes down his TZ Pro.
That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. It looks like Falcons AP Bren now looking at the weak link, and it might just be Carl TZ here because JP, he's not covering him.
Oh, God.
He's fine. He's fine.
You could have gotten me confused between Flap and Kyle because Flap is acting like an assassin right now.
He's dangerous, and not to mention that Few, he's cutting corners.
They're still going. The Minnow and Fury knocking them up. JP's going down. Benny Cutie first. That's a double kill for Kyle.
That's insane. What a great play coming in from Falcons AP Bren. They turned into turbo mode this time. Find the punish, extended, stretch him out like dough, just like in game 1 and game 2. Let's look at the replay because you can see, right? Oh, Benny, quickly. Oh, I got hit by everything. Purify. Kyle shows up. He's like, nah, nobody's getting out of this one.
Just like how TLPH started in the early game with the delayed entry, again, the limited drop culture, they're also doing it here, but they're also integrating the extended box principle. They constantly move their box, mainly because of JP with the guiding winds, but after that, everything solved. Bub's your uncle. They have enough CC, enough reliable damage, and damage coverage. Yes, there's a lot of magic damage from both sides, but let's not forget Super Marco's here. Even Flap deals a good amount of damage with the Thunderbelt.
Exactly, and that's why he's so dangerous, right? That's why this team continuously, look at them, they're chunking out Sanford. They got his flicker.
Final slash displacing the Trizla, and there's Sanji coming in. Heavy spin, forcing out another realm. Kyle TZ very low, put up against the corner. Sanford, can his BOS keep him alive? There's a vengeance, there's a dash. JP barely alive, down goes Sanford. Oh, down goes JP as well, 2 kills. Flap TZ forcing out an entropy. Can he take down Benny? The answer is yes. Boom!
The Filipino cannon strikes again, allowing the double kill for his boy Few. This game, high octane action here. We got to bring it back a little bit because the energy is high and the crowd is going wild. But Falcons AB Bren, cool as a cucumber.
If we want to throw it back to M2, you can't do it without bringing Few and Flap TZ and Coach Ducky into the equation. So if it's Carl TZ zoning in, going back to Singapore, you can't do that without bringing Flap, Few, and Ducky into the story. They also won that championship. They also played out of their minds, and now they're doing the same. That's almost 8K gold lead here at 9 minutes.
It's wild. It's wild. This could be it. Falcons AP Bren could close it out quickly on Liquid Echo on that next Lord push, but for now it's about how much damage can they apply, because Liquid Echo, they still need a lot of scaling. We're not seeing Holy Crystals being purchased just yet, and until that point, Falcons AP Bren might be a step ahead with the Athena shields already.
I'll say 2 steps ahead. Carl TZ picks up his own, and there is a synchronized wave in mid and up top. Holy Shield still online for Nevermind. It gets popped by that card. And there's Sanji with a defensive, a feathered airstrike. And there's the entropy. Can they punish Falcons AP Bren? Can they deny the inhibitor push? They're doing their best. Heavy spin, Few gets popped. Down goes Carl TZ. They do save the turret. Mid still standing. Another wave up top. Falcons AP Bren relentless.
Absolutely relentless. And more importantly, they're able to hold this high ground defense for a little bit long. Oh!
They go in! And a Minoan Fury knocks him out, plus the chains, plus Flap TZ, vengeance on Sanford! That's it! Call it! Falcons AP Bren are moving on through the grand finals!
GG! Well played! It's Falcons AP Bren in a successful 3-1 match to end this PO5 and representing PH in the grand finals.
This is straight up Reigns and Rhodes back in Manila. It was Liquid Echo who got FCAP's number, but not like in XL, not like in Philly. This is storytelling at its finest. The turn, the plot thickens, FCAP moves forth.
Look at that. Falcons AP Bren cheering, getting the crowd into the mix. This is what it looks like to be in the audience with these idols, making sure that, yes, we did win, but at the same time, we know what it's like to be on top.
The Cavalry stand tall, they stand defeated, but they are still one of the strongest teams in the world. Today, Falcons AP Bren was the better team.
They've done everything that they could at this point. Absolutely everything. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner in these best of fives. You can see the sportsmanship, each one of them making sure, giving their hugs, their prayers to their brethren, telling them, hey, that next stage, you guys better bring it home to PH.
The deep cut between Coach Treb congratulating and thanking his former teammates. That's a moment.